2006 and the members of the Hiram Award Committee, I would like to thank you for honoring us with your presence today as we mark a very important event in the life of our Honorable Hiram Award recipient. For those who are not Masons, we hope to offer you a glimpse of the depth and breadth of the brotherhood. One that is built for the absolute reverence to the deity, to the love of our country, and the standard of brotherhood that has to be first experienced for it to be fully understood. To my brothers who share the ties of our gentle craft, I hope that you will be inspired and renewed not so much by anything that we say, but instead by the level of commitment to live out our sacred obligations every day and every way, so that we become a better citizen, a better father, a better son, and a fonder husband. I would like to introduce to you worshipful brother Juan Americano Sanchez, Master of Modesto Lodge number 206, Masonic year 2022. Worshipful.
Thank you, Worshipful. I'd first like to start off by saying thank you very much for everybody taking time out today for this special occasion for our brother, our honorable brother. So if you can all, as a reminder, just silence your phones real quick, but we'll be starting. Brother Marshall, kindly escort the honoree and his wife west to the altar. West to the altar.
Worshipful sir, I have the honor in introducing worshipful brother Romeo Damiles, Hiram Award recipient for Modesto Lodge number 206 for the year 2022, and his wife, Sister Rita Damiles.
Worshipful Romeo Damiles, I congratulate you on this momentous occasion. Brother Marshall, please escort Sister Rita to a seat prepared for her, and then escort Worshipful Brother Romeo Damiles to a seat in the east.
In accordance with the teachings of our institution, it is our duty, before entering any great or important undertaking, to invoke the aid and blessing of God. Let us therefore reverently unite with our chaplain in an address to the throne of grace.
Great architect and ruler of the universe, we reverently invoke thy blessing at this time. Grant us thine aid in our present undertaking, that all we may do shall be done with an eye single to thy service and to the good of Freemasonry and the community. and may we be continually guided by the unerring counsel which thou hast given us in the great book of nature and revelation. May brotherly love.
I would like to recognize our Grand Lodge inspectors, Worshipful Richard Kleinman and Worshipful Brother Tom Bay. And also our honorary Worshipful Brother Romeo Damiles. I would like to call Brother
Good day to everyone. Hiram Award. Modesto Lodge 206 honors a very special brother by presenting him with the Hiram Award. Before this award is formally presented to the honoree, I would like to discuss first the purpose of the Hiram Award, and secondly, why it's called the Hiram Award. The Hiram Award was first conceived in February of 1977 at California Golf Lodge number 267, and under the leadership of brothers Walter Cameron, Philip Gray, Royal Daniel, Richard Dan, and Walter Heingarn, was adopted as a Grand Lodge Award program in 1978. The Hiram Award was designed to be presented to the unsung hero of every lodge, or as one of our brothers so aptly put it, the invisible Mason. He is the volunteer who makes the coffee at each meeting, who sets the tables or works diligently in the kitchen, not only in the preparation of our repast, but cleaning up. He may also be the painter, the gardener, the handyman, the program chairman, or one of any number of outstanding brethren who consistently donate their time and talents to our beloved fraternity, or who have brought credit to the craft by their community activities and who display this devotion year after year, without receiving or expecting special recognition or special honor. The Hiram Award is tinged with symbolism. Other than being elected Master of a Lodge, there is no higher honor that can be bestowed upon one of its members by his own lodge. It is not an honor that is sought out by the recipient. Contrary to some beliefs, popular beliefs, it's not necessary that the lodge so recognize a member each year. Although the Grand Lodge has suggested the name and format, the selection process is left entirely to the local lodges. There are no contests to win, so there are no Hiram Award winners. Those who have received this honor should not be referred to as winners, but as the recipients of this most prestigious award. Several non-Masons asked the questions, why is it called the Hiram Award? Therefore, in addition to relating the purpose of the award, I will explain why we call it the Hiram Award. Masons have always been known as builders. The operative Masons not only build structures, but they also built or improved personal character. Character building or speculative masonry uses the working tools of the operative Masons to symbolically illustrate the means of perfecting members' character. A few of the working tools used were the square, plumb, level, common gavel, 24-inch gauge, compass, and the trowel. Thus, we find that Masonic tradition is based upon the use of symbolism. Masonic lodges, as we know them today, trace their records only as far back as the Middle Ages. Masonic tradition states that those lodges were an extension of the guilds that were formed by the builders of the cathedrals, castles, town walls, and other structures. In those early days, most traditions and teachings had their basis in the holy writings. The early operative Masons wanted to look an example of divine perfection in the erection of building, and they found in the Old Testament the descriptions of King Solomon's temple in 1 Kings. Verses 5 through 7, it is from the description that we will find the answer as to why we have Hiram Award today. We read in Holy Writings in 1 Kings that David, king of Israel, decided to build a house for the name of the Lord his God, but was unable to do so because of the extensive warfare that prevailed. When David's son, Solomon, ascended to the throne to rule over Jerusalem, it was his intention to fulfill his father's desires and build the house dedicated to the Lord. That building was commenced in the 4th year of Solomon's reign. It is noted that 153,300 men were employed in its erection. Of the 153,300 unnamed workers, there were 2 that were identified by the name along with Solomon, Tyre, and Hiram the fifth. It was not by accident that both named Hiram, as the name is said to mean a Hebrew noble, one high in excellence and worth, an honorable one. The first of these Hiram, king of Tyre, who was close friends of both David and Solomon. The second was Hiram the fifth, a member of the tribe of Naphtali in the kingdom of Tyre. When King Hiram learned of Solomon's plan to build the temple, he wanted to participate or in some way contribute to its completion. And so, we read that Solomon asked his friend Hiram, king of Tyre, to supply timbers from the forest of Lebanon for the building which was done. Yet, there was still need for a principal architect or designer. King Hiram recommended Hiram V, an artisan who had the necessary skills and who resided in the kingdom of Tyre. I summarize from the Bible, 1 King and 2 Chronicles. And Solomon sent and brought Hiram from Tyre. He was the son of widow of the tribe of Naphtali, and his father was a man of Tyre, a worker in bronze, and Hiram was full of wisdom, understanding, and skill for making any work in bronze. He came to King Solomon and did all his work. 7 years were occupied in the building. Thus, at the building of King Solomon's temple, in addition to King Solomon, there were 2 men of importance named Hiram, or 2 men of honor, Hiram, king of Tyre, and Hiram of this. Today, no greater symbol that the name of Hiram could be chosen to represent a builder of a temple or the leaders of its members. In the lodges of today, the builders do not necessarily practice the operative skills of erecting a building, but rather than speculative skills of making good men better, promoting the continuance of the lodge, and in general, always being ready to assist in every endeavor. Like the operative masons, these skills also involve many hours of time and effort. This lodge has chosen to recognize one of its members by symbolically anointing him with the name of Hiram. Like the tools of the operative mason, the name Hiram is a symbol to represent a special builder of character in the speculative sense. The word Hiram also represents the nature of the brother's commitment to our beloved fraternity in general, and to his lodge in particular. Tonight, or today, we recognize Worshipful Brother Romy C. Damiles, Past Master, our Inspector of 442nd Masonic District of California, a brother whose involvement, commitment, and never-ending contributions have been an important part of the success of this lodge. Just as Hiram, King of Tyre, and Hiram Abyss worked so lovingly toward the successful completion of their temple, so has Brother Damiles worked so lovingly toward the successful completion of all the work done in this lodge. Worshipful Brother Damiles is truly worthy of possessing the symbolic name of Hiram.
Thank you, Brother Tom. You almost made worshipful Brother Romy Damiles cry. Actually, worshipful Romy didn't know that he was going to be presenting during his ceremony today, but I hope that we can make him cry, or you're not that surprised, worshipful. He probably has no idea. Before I will call on the next speaker, I would like to recognize our Grand Lodge inspectors, Worshipful Richard Kleitman, and Worshipful Brother Tom Bates. And also our honorary Worshipful Brother Romeo Damiles. I would like to call Brother Senior Warden Paul Colado. He is the chairman of the Hiram Award Committee to read a biographical sketch for Worshipful Brother Romy Damiles. And
To all those visitors, you can all come in. You got chairs provided for you.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Sorry, still not awake. Again, welcome to Damiles 06. And before I read a brief biography of our worshipful brother Romy Damiles, I would like to let everyone know how or what were the process and what we have done, and then on choosing him to become a Hiram Awardee for today. On March 22nd, 2022, a panel of 5 members of Damiles 06 has convened for the selection of the Hiram Award recipient. Members are Brother Junior Warden, Brother Steve Stanfield, who wasn't able to make it today, he's working. Worshipful Brother Peter Dean, Past Master. He's a 2021 Hiram awardee. Worshipful Brother Lee Coleman, Past Master. He is a 2022 Hiram awardee. And Brother Rocky Gold, 2009 Hiram Award. And I was the chairman for the Hiram Award Committee. I didn't vote for him, just to make sure, but I'll let you know why. So we carefully brought some names, and we wanted to go on every single person that has been giving works and time and their efforts to do the lives, and not just the lives, and in every outreach, their efforts and time. But we came up to the point that we're about to vote. And when his name was read, it was really unanimous right away. And we think that he is, and we know that he is very well deserved of the award. I was supposed to be the tiebreaker, but I don't need to vote anymore because everyone agreed that he is the deserving one. So with that, he's here today and we're honoring him. So worshipful brother Romeo Damiles was born and raised in Old Basilan City in the Philippines. On June 2, 19, I'm not going to say it, what yeah, just talk about the weather. Yeah, he was the third born child of the four, of course, of Mr. Damiles. He was a bright young kid who finished elementary in the Philippines, high school, and he went to Western Mindanao State University and became a forester. He worked in DNR, Department of Environment and Natural Resources in the Philippines for 10 years. He met his lovely and beautiful, or young lady at the time, and now his wife, Rita. And in a very romantic place, that's what he told me. I don't know where it is, but oh yeah, we're just gonna remember probably. We will ask him later, maybe he could. And they got married on October 15, 1989, and was blessed with 3 beautiful kids. Rafael Carlo, the twins Rochelle and Michelle, and now we had a grandson also named, we call him Baby Romeo. All names starts with letter R. We'll ask him later, I don't know. Even their dog named Rufus starts with letter R. He migrated to the United States with his wife and son at the time in 1994. Spent years in McAllen, Texas, before decided to move and settle in California in year 2000. He and his wife continued with their vocation as nurses. Until now, they're still working as nurses. So organizations that he is belong until now. Worshipful Brother Romy was and still an active member of many organizations before he became a Freemason. He was the president for the Philippine American Association for 2 years. I really wanted to tell everyone what is it for, but it would kind of make you all hungry probably, so I'm just going to read all those organizations. He is the current president of the Basilan organization. He was a past president and past district governor for Rotary Club International of Modesto. He is a member of KFC in Texas and Modesto. It's not Kentucky Fried Chicken, okay? It's a Knights of Columbus. Cool. And he and his wife has some outreach program in the Philippines. Sending some school supplies to the kids, and also he is sending hospital equipment and supplies to the, or other resources to some hospital in the Philippines. So all we can all see, he's not new to philanthropy and becoming a leader. He has been a good man, but still wanted to become a better man. So he decided to knock on the door of Modesto Lads Masonic Center on March 12, 2012. He knows no one in the lodge. He does not know if any of his relatives are Mason. He just had the desire in his heart to be one. He went through a process like everyone before him, and he was elected to receive the degrees of Masonry on May 3rd, 2012, and received the first degree of Masonry on May 17, 2012, which is the entered apprentice mason, and that was the beginning of his colorful journey. He was passed the degree of fellowcraft on June 21st, 2012, and continues his studies and proficiency to the craft until he was raised to the sublime degree of Master Mason on September 27, 2012. He became a very active member of this lodge as Master Mason, always attending the meeting, events on this lodge, or even some other lodges activities. And he's still a very active member of the other organizations where he was belonged. As he continued his journey in Freemasonry, he decided to become a candidate's coach on July of 2015. He was a mentor to many new members, the young and not so young ones. He was also the reason why many followed his footsteps and became a Mason. He did not recruit them. We just followed him because he was a good example for everyone. He is the reason for my anxieties this year and why I'm losing so much hair right now. Just a brief history, it was a Valentine's Day. We met. We didn't date, all right? We just met one time. I was knocking at Odessa Lodge, and for some reason, I don't know what to do. I was attending every activities in the lodge, but I just really don't know what to do until we met again, and then he guided me through it. And now I'm here on that chair, and like I said, losing so much hair right now. He then became an officer of this lodge as he was appointed as junior deacon on Masonic year 2016, and he never stopped from then onwards. He was appointed as senior deacon for Masonic year 2017, and on 2018 he was elected as the one of the principal officers of this lodge. He was the junior warden, and then he was then elected as senior warden for the following year, 2019, the second highest ranked officer of the lodge. There was no stopping for this brother of ours. His dedication to the craft made him go up to the east. He was elected unanimously as Worshipful Master of Odessa Lodge, number 206 for Masonic year 2020. He laid out and started executing his plan for that year. It was a very fruitful year for the beginning of that year, but as we all know what exactly happened that year. On March 2020, the world shut down due to the pandemic, and his plans stalled, but did not stop him. He continued to work as a first responder, a registered nurse, and a master of the lodge. He continued to help brothers who are not able to go out and do things due to pandemic. He was like Uber. He was like a DoorDash, who was just a phone call away or text away. If you need a ride, call him. He'll come and pick you up and drop you off whenever you need to. If you need food, call or text him. He will bring you food. The difference is, yeah, except money. But the difference with that is, we don't tip him. It's all free. So if you want his cell phone number, I can give you one again. His work and dedication never went unnoticed. That's why he was selected as Mason of the Year for 2021. He was also a member and board of director of the whole association. As he had finished his term as Master of the Lodge for 2021, he never took a rest. He filled officer's position whenever he was needed, not just here, but also on other lodges. He is also member of Modesto's Shrine Club and started the Mini Lyceum of Filipinos. So thanks or sisters, if you're kuyans or brothers staying late until midnight, you know who's to blame. He started the planned casino trip every year, where Masons and family can go all together for a whole day, trip to casino on a bus, have fun and enjoy the day, and hopefully win some before going home. He was the brain for the Christmas basket, where we give some Christmas gift or foods or household items for the less fortunate ones. You think he would stop from there? Now he accepted a bigger responsibility again. He became the inspector and still the inspector of the Masonic District number 442 for 2022. Now he's not just managing one lodge, but 4 lodges and their members. Through all these things, he's still giving credit to his very understanding wife and kids for letting him share his time and resources to everyone that needs it. These are just some of the things he do. We can go all day to talk about what he do as Freemason, but as a member of this lodge, his family and friends know how he, as a loving husband, caring father for the kids, a good relative, a very good friend, a dependable brother, a very humble man who has been a blessing to many of us. And before I end this, I know for sure we'll have some good foods later, especially lumpia. Oh, okay. Just to let you know, they close, so it's closed on Sunday. But that was his favorite food. And are you gonna sing later on, Worshipful? Oh, okay, I'm gonna make you drunk. And he loves the Bee Gees. He loves the song Smile. But I think it's the words, right? Yeah. It's words. So, well, for all the things he has done and continue to do, we can say he is very deserving to receive this once-in-a-lifetime highest award a Freemason can get or can receive, the Hiram Award. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Paul. Now you almost made me cry. May I call on Brother Charles Malcolm Hickendorf Jr., Secretary of our Lodge, to present and read the Hiram Award for Brother Romeo.
Paul, thank you very much. That's a hard act to follow. I think most of everything that I was going to say has been said already, but I would like to say that Romeo is being given the Hiram Award. And it's fitting that our Grand Lodge chose such a suitable name for this award, a name so well known to all Masons. The name of a person who dedicated his life to the creation of beauty and to the education and assistance of his fellow man. A person whose sole reward was the knowledge of a job well done. An example of what a Mason should be. While the story of Hiram Abiff and the building of King Solomon's Temple is primarily a story about men, we cannot ignore the importance of the women in our lives, and that without their support, encouragement, and help, our fraternity would not and could not exist. I mention this because by the lives of so many other Hirams, Romeo Damiles' wife, Frida, has provided that support, encouragement, and help that has enabled him to be a Mason's Mason. Frida, our lodge is well aware of the many sacrifices you have made through the years Thank you. This is a joyous occasion. We're all supposed to be really happy. Happy for him, happy for Marshall, and be having a good time. So, on that note, I will read a letter. Grand Lodge Free and Accepted Masons of California. Romeo C. Damiles, past master, Molesto Lodge 206. Dear Brother Damiles, it is indeed my privilege, pleasure, and honor to add my congratulations on Molesto Lodge number 206's decision to honor you with the prestigious Hiram Award. Other than electing you as worshipful master, it is the highest award that a lodge can confer upon a brother. You have been chosen for this recognition because of your dedication and devotion to our beloved fraternity and to your lodge. You are an inspiration to others. Our kind and gentle craft was respected and will long continue because of the service that brothers such as you have performed for our lodge, your community, and society in general. You practice Masonry's principles and tenets on a daily basis and have learned the lessons taught at our altar very well. Your lodge, your community, and society have been enriched by your service, and we are all grateful. Thank you. I know that you will receive the Hiram Award, which signifies your outstanding service. I'm pleased to applaud the action taken by your lodge. You are a Mason's Mason. Keep up the good work. Freemasonry needs you. Sincerely and fraternally, Jeffrey M. Wilkins, Grand Master.
You're not retiring yet.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I've got more to read. Joyfully. Although the certificate and the Hiram medallion comes from Grand Lodge, this is not a Grand Lodge award. It's much more than that. The selection of the recipient is made by the Lodge, not by Grand Lodge. It comes with love, respect, and appreciation from the very hearts of the brethren of this lodge. Worshipful, it is fitting, therefore, that I deliver the certificate and medallion to you as master of the lodge to make the presentation to our worshipful brother on behalf of the members of the lodge.
Brother, I trust that this beautiful certificate will find a place in your home or office and serve as a perpetual reminder of the great esteem your brothers have for you. Brother Marshall, the most worshipful Grand Lodge Free and Accepted Masons of the state of California and Molesto Lodge number 206 present this Hiram Award, honoring Romeo C. Damiles, past master, signed Grandmaster Wilkins, Worship Grandmaster Wilkins, Grand Secretary, and Brother Marshall, and our Secretary. please informally escort worshipful to meet Romy's wife, east of the altar. Worshipful Romy, can you meet me east of the altar? Sure.
Yes. Masons are Masons recognize that the hard work that anyone that we do for each other, and we know that the great sacrifice especially the later in life, is depend on their support, their help. So I'd like to have you, I think, please invest our worshipful brother and your husband with this medallion of the Hiram Award. I'd also like to formally present to you the certificate presented by the Grand Lodge of California from the Grand Master, Jeffrey Wilkins. And I'd like to say that although this certificate, demonstrates our recognition of you, of your hard work, and everything you've done all up to now, it doesn't say anywhere here that you can retire. I show everybody, I would like to just present you with this Hiram Award.
Worshipful, before we'll let you go back to your seat, may I recognize have all the Hiram awardees to stand up, introduce themselves, the year and lodge they received the award, and please wait for the last person before we give them an applause. We will start from here, in the north. Worshipful.
Peter Dean, Hiram Award winner 2021, Modesto Lodge 206.
Francis Cobb, Modesto 206, Hiram Award 2019.
Jake Van Hollen, Modesto Lodge 206, 2003.
Jack Helsby, Modesto Lodge 206, and I can't remember the year. 04.
Rocky Gould, Hiram Award 2009.
Dave Garces, Hiram Award Lodge 206, 2013.
Dean Williams, 2017, 236, Terrell.
Tom Dave, Series Lodge 2006.
Ron Lawrence, Patterson 488, 2019.
Alex Assumption, Hiram Award 2017, Capital City Lodge 499.
Rich Kleitman, Hornitas Lodge number 98, 2002.
Danny Navarro, Valley Lodge 135, 2017.
Edson Espineta, Valley Lodge number 135, 2020.
Manny Buen Tipo, Valley Lodge number 135, 2021.
Vic Rodico, Valley Lodge 135, 2016.
Tony Salonga, Capital City Lodge number 174, under the Ground Lodge of the Philippines, 2019.
Charles Heckendorf, Modesto Lodge number 206, 2003.
Lee Coleman, Modesto 206, 2020.
Worship. Thank you, worshipful sirs. Worshipful, I congratulate you for belonging to this distinguished group of men. And I would just want to say thank you
for everything you do. Thank you for the friendship, the brotherly love, not the kind of love that you are all thinking about, and the mentorship. I know we've traveled, our journey in masonry has brought us to many places: San Diego, the Philippines, Reno, and our journey was never over a rough and rugged road, but instead it was one full of memories. And for that, I thank you, my brother. And I want to thank you for another travel. Wherever you may chance to be, wherever you may roam, far away in foreign lands, or just at home, in home, it always gives you pleasure. It makes your heart strings hum just to hear the word of cheer. I see you traveled some.
When you get a brother's greeting and he takes you by the hand, it thrills you with a feeling that you cannot understand. That bond of brotherhood, that tie that sure comes. When you hear him say in a friendly way, I see you've traveled some.
Yeah.
And if you are a stranger in strange land, all alone, if fate has blessed you, surrender. It thrills you, makes you numb. When you say, with a grip of fellowship, I see you travel time.
And when your final summons comes, to take a last long trip, adorned with damping apron and gems of fellowship, the sider at the golden gate, with square and rolling plums, will size up your pin and say, walk in. I see you traveled some.
Brother Marshall. You escort back
worshipful brother Romeo Damiles access his needs.
Worshipful brother Romeo Damiles, would you please, would you want to make some remarks? Introduce your family.
Good afternoon, everyone. It looks like everything was already been said about me, but give me 4 minutes and I will say something. I have 3 pages. It is indeed an honor to be here before you today, especially with circumstances like this. But before anything else, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the committee, to these people here, who made this, the chairman there, Brother Senior Warden Wong Oyado. Thank you very much for making this event possible, and to all the members of the committee. Words is not even enough to say thank you. I would like also to say thank you to my family, my wife, Rita, who have been very supportive since day one, since I joined Masonry. My children, RC, Rochelle, and Rachel, they are very sympathetic and considerate. My cousins who I saw came in, my uncle and auntie, but especially to you, my brothers. It is because of you, not only my brothers from Modesto Lodge 206, but all the brethren, whithersoever dispersed. Thank you so much. My journey in Masonry, as Brother Bong said, started in the early year of 2012. I came to this lodge for the first time. No invite. You're right, no invite. And asked the office secretary to join, how will I join Masonry? And she told me, you wait, and I will call somebody who can help on my inquiry. So 10 to 15 minutes later, the man came and introduced himself as, you probably know him. He's not here right now, but he introduced himself as Mike Arnorich, worshipful Mike. Arnorich came, and I told him my purpose of dropping by. He started talking, toured me around the building, and inside the 2 lodges. I don't really remember nor understand most of what he said, but I pretend I do. I don't want to disappoint him, nor I don't want to be rejected. To cut the story short, I was initiated, entered the apprentice on May 17, 2012, passed on to the degree of fellowship on June 21st, and was raised Master Mason on September 27, 2012. And little did I realize I was entering a lifelong journey. I joined the line of officers the year 2015. Worshipful Jack Heckendorf, past master, asked me if I can fill up the seat as junior deacon. I thought it was just a temporary thing. But later, another past master told me, oh, Romeo, this is good. By 2020, you'll be the master of this lodge. And it will be 150th anniversary. I said, wow. So I thought to myself, this is it. No turning back. That was when the true track began. I didn't regret it. As a matter of fact, I was thankful for giving me that opportunity, worshipful Jack. I even realized being active member is not only who pays their dues, on annual basis, but you will make a lifelong friendship and live in a tradition of our ancient brethren. But most especially, when we work together, have fun together, assist each other, and look after each other. But I never forget the teaching. I never forget it, the 24-inch gauge, which is the 24 hours of the day. Worshipful Romeo, it's not the 24-pack. It's 24 hours of the day, which is I always make time for my family. I always believe family first before fraternity. And the plum admonishes us to walk uprightly before God and man. And the trouble, to spread the cement of brotherly love and affection. But most of all, let us all show to the world that being a nation, we become a better man. Thank you very much.
That was such a beautiful speech, brother. I want to give you these gifts.
Geese.
But it's not for you, though. You know, there's a woman that goes to jail.
Brother Marshall, will you please escort my lovely wife, Rita?
Yes.
That concludes our ceremony for tonight. Just to remind everyone that worshipful brother Romeo and his family prepared some food for us. Please find your seat in the dining hall. And I would like the officers and the Hiram awardees stay for, and the family stay for pictures. And may I ask our chaplain for a benediction. Worshipful.
This is the prayer that we close our lodge with every meeting, every event we do. And a lot of you never get to hear it, so I'm going to give the closing prayer. And to Romeo, I know not a better man. Supreme Grand Master, ruler of heaven and earth, now that we are about to separate and return to our respective places of abode, wilt thou be pleased so to influence our hearts and minds that we may, each one of us, practice out of the lodge these great moral duties which are inculcated in it, and with reverence study and obey the laws which thou hast given us in thy holy word. Amen.
The Lord be. Thank you, everyone. We'll have the Wishful name,
Ang tamad mo. Ay, hindi nyo naman kailangan.
He's calling always family.
Yeah, but it was really nice.
Itsara kitang kumita.
Malaya? Kaya naman worth it.
Ano? Dito ba tayo?
Tutulog ka.
It's just awkward, you know, it's because it's tall and flops around. And I usually take a rope and tie it so it doesn't flop.
I don't know why it hasn't played in.
Maybe the cost of it, I don't know, with all the copywriting and all that stuff. I bet it's expensive.
i-delete mo yung umpisa kinabahan ako. Nawala.
Hindi malalaga.
Yung una?
Yan, yan.
Nawala. Kasi memorize ko sa, and then I forget the word. Hindi ko na masundan kung saan.
Hindi nawawala yung palagi.
Okay.
Kaya ito, malabsa niya ang gusto. Ha? Bakit? Hindi, meron pa rin malabsa eh. Kayong dalawa na i-record.